Flo setting the tone, and of course the Crane Rod Zawacki. These guys are all smiles and giggles with their teams up or tied in their NHL series. Big win for the Maple Laughs last night in Tampa Bay, coming from the parking lot way back and getting the game winner. Two clutch wins for the Maple Leafs in a row. Could this be the year they advance to the second round of the playoffs? Man, that could really be something. Of course,
I'm holding out hope.
Edmonton and LA play tonight, and you expect massive shifts from both teams. I think that the big lines could probably play, and I know nothing about hockey, but I'm going to guess they're going to play 40 minutes plus because they got 3 days off before the next game because of scheduling conflicts in LA.
That's in LA, yeah.
That's massive, the word, though, is that the big guns are going to be playing a lot of hockey in this game because got 3 days off.
Yep.
Anyways,
massive game.
Chris, I got a couple words to say to you. You just tell me what you think. Jimmy frickin' Buckets.
Oh, man. I was expecting a big game, but that was playoff Jimmy Butler. Like you always hear the legend of it's like, oh, everybody talks about there's playoff there's Jimmy Butler and then there's playoff Jimmy Butler, but 56, so it's
a big number.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that.
As they say, it's a big number.
That's the Spanish call it a grande number.
Massive.
El grande.
Grande numero.
Yeah, I mean, do you think he just doesn't like Giannis? Do you think that's part of it?
Maybe.
You think he's sick of hearing about him? It just seems like he's got like a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, I think it's part of it. I think the whole team is playing with a chip on their shoulder. Remember, at one point, wasn't this the number 1 seed last year, the Miami Heat in the East? It was that year, or the year before. Still a
last year
team.
They were. Last year,
yeah, it's still a talented team that's just been injured, but they're still a really good team, and I think they wanted to show they can hang with anybody. I think everybody was crowning the Bucks going into that series, and the Heat showing, hey, we're no pushover.
But I think Jimmy Butler last night proved his point, and then some. Pretty amazing, it's what it is. The big time players come up in the big time games, and I say that all the time, and that's why I'm critical of some guys. But we got a lot of action tonight, both NHL, NBA, and Major League Baseball. So let's get right into it. What? What are you mumbling about? Rod?
I don't know. I was just reading that comment.
Problem?
I was reading that comment.
You looking at something?
No, I was just reading the comment.
What's the comment?
Reading the. I was just trying to read this guy's name. That's all. I was just like, Jim Bob's Arcade.
You blocking his ass?
Like, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I don't know if we need that.
Yeah, we don't need him.
You know what
I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with the straight blocking.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was looking at. I was like, what is that?
Do I look like I'm not in the mood for straight blocking?
What am I, a Nancy? Yes, I want to.
What the hell's the matter with your face? What are you looking at? Yeah, this is I've had injuries like this when I was a kid, but this might be the worst injury I've had in a long time. I just got to tell everybody, I'm going to say it one more time. If you do action sports, even if you're not my age and you do action sports, wear a freaking helmet, man. It's like I wore a helmet. Even when I started rollerblading again, I wasn't wearing a helmet, and some people talked me into wearing a helmet. And I had all these Amazon points, American Express points on Amazon. I bought like the $300 like super comfortable fancy helmet. It's like I'll get the most comfortable one with the slots for the air and everything. And I was wearing it, man. I'm telling you, it has a big smash on it, man, from where my head hit the pavement. So I wasn't wearing that, I'd probably be dead or vegetable at the best. So I know it looks stupid sometimes when you wear it, but probably saved my life. All right, let's go to the NHL. Stands for National Hockey League. I know you're easily confused. Hurricane against the Islanders. Stars versus Smudge, and Oilers minus 225 versus LA in the 2-2 series. I don't know. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to start these off. I'll go with the under between the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. We got back to a defensive series I expected to be in Game 4. I think with this being now a best of 3, this is going to be arguably the most hard-hitting game of the series. Neither team going to give up an inch here. Nothing's going to come easy, and I can easily see a 3-2, maybe even a 2-1 game here. Wouldn't be surprised if we needed overtime either, so maybe put a couple bucks on the 60-minute tie for this game to go to overtime, get plus 300. But I'm going to take the under 5.5 here. I think this is easily a 1-goal game.
So who is that? Minus 1.5?
I'm just saying, I think it's going to be a 1-goal game, low scoring.
What game?
Dallas, Minnesota.
There you say. Dallas, Minnesota, Dallas, plus 1.5.
Sorry.
Throw us a bone, Chris. Come on. Work with me.
You were talking about it. I totally missed what game you were talking about.
Exactly. That was the whole thing. And it's like you never mentioned it again. So
No, I never went back to it. It was like, oh, what?
Yep. Throw us a bone here. Me and Rod struggle to concentrate while you're speaking.
That's okay. Everybody in my life.
Just being honest.
So for me, I'm going to go with the over between the Islanders and Carolina. It's now down to 5, and I think that's just way too low. I think we can easily get to 6 goals in this one. As we've hit over that total in 1, 2, 3, the last 3 games, where we've hit 7 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals. And now they dropped it to 5. That total is way too low. Goals come early and often. Sorokin has been letting in goals. And so Carolina have been shaky on both sides. So 5 goals is just way too light for this playoff game. Take the over.
Everyone knows where I'm going here. I'm going to take the LA Kings against Edmonton. Why not? So I think Edmonton is the deeper team, and I think that works against them here. I just think that LA, that front line, going to see a lot more time on the ice tonight. I know that that means McDavid and all his guys, Draisaitl, all are going to be on the ice a lot more too. But I think LA and LA plus the 1.5. I think you play both of those here. The games have been 1-goal games, so except for the one where Vander Kane got the empty net, because these games have been tighter than a vice. So you might as well take that 1.5. That's straight money. That's the gift that keeps on giving. All right. Guys are super talkative today. A lot of banter. Zero banter. Stop with the banter, man.
Get to the picks.
Bet you didn't fall. Someone kicked your ass.
You got hit by a parked car.
Some beat your ass, man.
That's what happened to me.
I'm surprised no one said that. I'm like, I've been waiting for somebody to say that,
Sorry, popped out with a 2x4. What?
I'll tell you, man.
Hide behind a car, and they just pop out, put the 2x4 out, and just wait for it to come like a clothesline.
I'm old, but I'm pretty tough, man.
I don't think anybody would beat you up.
I'm not saying in that respect. I'm just saying that, a lot of people would never even be able to do videos if they.
Oh no, for sure.
They suffered that injury.
like you said yesterday, a ton of people would have called in sick after that.
Yep.
Not shown up.
All right.
60-minute tires.
What?
I don't know. Someone's going for 60-minute tires in all the hockey games today. I don't know if he wants 60-minute tires.
The hell are you talking about?
That's what I was wondering. I was like, tires on the hockey game? They put tires on in 6 minutes? Boom! I understand what he's saying. It's 60 minutes tires. And every game today? Ooh, that's a...
I mean...
Round robin if you're going to do it. Yeah, round robin if you're going to do it. That way, at least you get 2, you still get a winner. You probably come out ahead even if you get 2.
What did the guy say to us that one time? Was it monkey business that he accused us of?
Smoking monkey dick or something?
No. We like on our show, like we were like, enough of the monkey business. Get on with the picks.
Yeah, just get on with the picks. What?
All right. Let's get to it. We got the Guardians and the Rockies, the Pirates and the Dodgers and the Orioles and the Red Sox. Rod.
Well, for these ones, I'm going to go with... I like over here between the Dodgers and the Pirates. You've seen the Pirates definitely been scoring some runs, and the Dodgers with Noah Syndergaard on the mound. I think runs come early and often in this one here. As a Syndergaard 0-3 with a 4.91 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. I think the Pirates can get to him. Dodgers 3-1 in their last 4 road games. So also 6-1 in their last 7 road games versus a right-handed starter. I think runs come early and often. 42-18 in the last 60 meetings in Pittsburgh to the over between the Dodgers and Pirates. I love the over there. I think we get 10. I think extended over. Go to the 9.5.
Do you like the over or the under?
Love the over. Over 10.5. Take the extended over.
I missed that part. Kind of missed that part.
You say under?
I thought he said under. It's like, how about the guy who left me the comments like, the music is too loud today, I can't hear you, on the dog of the day again. I got that same comment. I'm like, hold on a second, I can't think straight, the music's kind of loud. let me come back. I honestly make the music a little bit louder every day. It's like, soon it will be all music. We'll just put text at the bottom.
I was waiting for the response.
The pick?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the response. Waiting for the response like Homer. You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you. The music's a little loud.
What?
Huh? It's my new favorite thing. Is like I intentionally play the music. I love it. It's kind of like, that's my video. Like everything else is like for everybody, you know, and kind of like, this is our opinion or whatever. But my dog of the day, I don't care. That's mine. And I'm going to crank it to 11 on every single one. I can't hear you. The music's too loud. It's too loud. Turn it down. What do you got? I love that. My favorite comment Darren wrote in there. Darren Turner writes, "What do you got? A sleeping baby over there or something?" Come, he's like, I can't hear the music. You're talking too much. All right, I'm up. I actually have to give a pick at some point. I guess I will take the I'll go with the over in the Orioles Red Sox. Both these teams are like barreling the baseball and they're just crushing it. Like last night, the Red Sox get out to a 4-0 lead. The Orioles come roaring back. Put up 5 in 1 inning on them. It was like the Red Sox got 4 in 2 innings. The Orioles got 5 in 1 inning, and there's plenty of other chances for that to happen. I think that we're going to see more of that. Bradish, not bad. Corey Kluber, nah. Yeah. You know exactly where I'm coming from. What are you looking at, Chris? You looking at something?
I'm going to look at the over in this Guardians and Rockies matchup. Ryan Feltner had a good start last time out. Went 5 2/3. Didn't give up an earned run.
How dare you mention Feltner on this show?
I didn't. I'm not mentioning him in a positive light here. I'm just saying. I think, he had a nice start, but we've seen what Feltner's capable of. He's given up 5 runs in 2 of his 3 other starts this season. Peyton Battlefield, had the couple appearances this season, but not a pitcher I'm really looking to back, even at home, especially at a -205 price. He's given up a lot of barrels as well this season, and I think we just have a higher scoring game than the 8 runs that we're being given in this game. I could easily see it getting 9 or 10 runs, even if it's a little bit of a one-sided game. So I'm going to go with the over between the Rockies and Guardians.
Well, Rod, the gloves are off. He brought Feltner into it.
Feltner.
I was left with no choice.
Right.
You could have called. You could have mispronounced it. We all know that. We all do it. We all do it from time to time. Purposely mispronounced to not have to bring them into the discussion.
There's a guy, let's call him with the last name, Beltner.
Well, there's also Faulkner. You got Faulkner, you got Feltner. All right. Next up, Rangers and the Reds. Got the Phillies. It's the other guy.
It's the other
guy. Bailey Feltner.
And the Rays against the Astros. I'm going with the Rays in this one. I'm just going to take them on the money line because Rod took the Astros yesterday. And I said, he's like, well, they can't win them all. Well, yes, they can. I'm going to take the Rays. And I'm just going to continue to ride it, cash in those tickets just like I did yesterday. Chris?
Yeah, and I'm going to roll with the Mariners on the road against.
Who's pitching for the Phillies?
Bailey
Walters.
Walters. Barbara Walters.
How dare you say that on this show? We're going to get banned from YouTube. It's like you've been cited for offensive language. You named 3 members of the Phillies bullpen.
This is how you get thrown off of YouTube. I don't love backing the Mariners in a lot of spots, but I feel they have the starting pitching advantage here. I know Logan Gilbert probably going to take a step back after a solid season in 2022, but Bailey, whatever his last name is, not a pitcher I'm looking to back at the best of times in this Phillies bullpen. I still think that they're one of the worst in the majors, so I enrolled the Seattle Mariners here. I think they get the job done on the road.
Right.
And for me, that leaves me, I'm going to go with Texas here over the Reds. Reds got the win yesterday with Lodolo on the mound. See that price?
I don't think he had anything to do with it. They're getting bombed when he was out there. So.
Oh, yeah. Neither of those two starters.
It's like you hear these guys talk about the starting pitchers, like they're really the major thing. It's like those guys go 5 innings, man. It's like in a lot of these guys, they just get bombed.
6 if you get lucky. Sometimes you can get
lucky,
6 out of them. You hope you can get 6. You hope you can get 6.
Yeah, it's like the guy's super efficient. He gets into the 7th inning. It's rare. It's like 1 out of 50.
It's rare.
1 out of 50 goes into the 7th inning. Anyways.
But Reds did get the win. They scraped out that win, but in this one, we're going to go with Texas bounce back. You look at the Reds in Game 2 of a series. They are 18-46 in the last 64 in Game 2 of a series. Bounce back. Texas gets the win here today. Texas and Perez in the mount. I don't. Luke Weaver getting the start there for the Reds. Yeah. Texas got a rough hit on. I like the over as well.
All right. Well, that was exciting. Go to our next set of games. White Sox, Blue Jays, Mets. Oh, wait a minute. What am I looking at? White Sox, Blue Jays. White Sox, Blue Jays, Mets, Nationals, Braves, Marlins.
I'll start things off. I'll take the Mets on the run line. Looks like it's going to be a bullpen game for the Mets here. At least that's what I'm seeing. I haven't seen a starter announced, but reads the fate of Josiah Gray. I like Josiah Gray on the road, but not at night. And last I checked, it's hard to win baseball games when you're only scoring 1 or 0 runs in a game. I mean, that's what Josiah Gray's got 1 run of support in 4 starts this season. The Mets won 14 games against Nationals last year. All 14 wins came by at least 2 runs. So, going to roll with the Mets on the run line here.
Rod?
Henry, I'm going to go with the Braves here on the run line. They finally covered the run line at home in the last game, and the Marlins starting Brian Hoeing, and he was not very good last season. Oh, he pitched like 12 innings and gave up runs in bunches. I don't think he goes very long. Bullpen game for the Marlins in this one, and I think the Braves rough them up. So I'm going to go back to the Braves here on the run line as they beat up on the Marlins in that one. Ooh.
I'm going to go with the White Sox against the Blue Jays. I think you take them first 5 innings, and you take them game as well. I think, Clevenger at this point in his career is he's a veteran, crafty veteran. I think Barrios has a much bigger low side than high side, and why not take a shot at the big payout? I always like to take a punt. I mean, you hit one of these, it's better than hitting a parlay. Easier way to get there for sure. Cubs and the Padres. You got the Twins and the Yankees, and the Brewers and the Tigers. Rod?
Maybe the over between the Yankees and Twins. That total's just a little bit low. Opened at 7, down to 6.5. That seems way light for me. I know the Yankees 1-9 to the over in their last 10. And Minnesota 4-6, but 6.5 runs in a ball game. I think we can easily get over the 6.5 runs with Nestor Cortez and Joe Ryan going in those ones. Give the over.
I'm gonna go with the Cubs against the Padres. I think that to me the Padres are just once again a fraud, and until we see otherwise, no reason not to just jump on the Cubs. Justin Steele on the mound. He's been decent at home. It's more of a fate of the Padres than even a play on the Cubs. Just the Padres, you're paying on them this year. 14. You're paying raised prices for a 500 team. It's kind of like the Phillies. Nothing fun about it. I don't enjoy it.
Not one of your favorite pastimes.
No. In fact, it's one of my least favorite pastimes. Like you look at tomorrow's game, Michael Walker's minus 115, it's like, what, how? In what planet, in what world is that acceptable?
I saw that and I knew that you were going to say something.
On what planet do we live on? It's like the same planet where Steven Matz is favored on the road. It's like,
yeah.
I wrote on my last last time Matz pitched, my write-up in my premium pick, it said, if you see me taking Steven Matz on the road in one of my premium picks ever, shoot an email to mitch@pickdogs.com and tell me to get my head examined. That was my write-up.
Hold on, I gotta go look while you guys are talking.
Yeah. Oh, I did. I wrote that.
No,
Romanelli had the other side. He's like, I take that as a personal attack. I'm like, it's not on you. Personal attack. It's a personal attack on Matz. I find him offensive.
Your arrogance offends me. And for that, the price just went up 10%.
Oh, where are we? I went in this segment. It was up. Chris, you're up, right?
I know. I think I went first.
I think Rod went first.
No, I went first.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, my bad.
Brewers.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Brewers. I know the
really
Tigers.
They looked really good last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. No. But no, yeah.
The stench coming from the Brewers last night.
Still permeating off of this team, but I don't like Spencer Turnbull for the Tigers. The Brewers still hitting right-handed pitching fairly well, and I like Eric Lauer. I know Detroit normally, at least last season, they hit lefties a lot better than they did righties, but I just think that the Milwaukee Brewers bounce back after last night's debacle. It's probably one of my least favorite games on the board, but I would lean towards the Brewers on the run line to win this one 5-3 over the other Tigers.
All right. Final set of games. A's versus the Angels. Diamondbacks versus the Royals. Oh, was that a nasty watch last night? And Giants versus Cardinals. Yeah, I felt like I had done something wrong. I watched the Royals and the Diamondbacks. They bring in Aroldis Chapman.
You were being punished.
Yeah, they brought in Aroldis Chapman. It's like, this is what happens when you don't get along with anybody. You get banished to the Kansas City bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, either he gets out of it in a hurry or he's a mess. It was a mess. Anyways, I'm taking Mason Miller and the A's in this one against the Angels. Griffin Canning at minus 165 is an insult. What?
I just saw the premium post about.
You can read it to everybody. You can read it off.
That is so great.
You can read it.
All right,
This is from.
And it's not even that. It's not even that you put it at the end. At the first line of the premium, the pick says, "If you see me backing Matz at all, let alone on the road, feel free to send me an email or reach me in any way to get to so you can tell me to get my head examined." Who am I to argue with that analysis?
and what happened in the game? Win, right?
Yeah.
Check they were dog, right? The other side was dog, home dog.
So. Well, you had. I think you had him on the run line.
There you go.
Just how you drew it up on the telestrator.
Pretty much. Anyways, I'm going Mason Miller here against Griffin Canning. You know, we talk about players playing to the back of their baseball card. We say that in every sport, but Griffin Canning hasn't played to the back of his baseball card yet, and I think it just means regression. It's regression time. I regress.
For me, then I'll take the over between the Royals and the Diamondbacks. I'm not a huge Ryan Nelson fan, but I'll tell you, as much as I like Brady Singer last year, it's been absolutely brutal this year. He had a great debut against the Jays, but since then has allowed 18 runs in his last 3 starts. I think it's just a game that's going to be cranking out runs in this one. Liked it at 9.5, a lot better than I do at 10, but I still like it at 10. So I'll roll the over between the Royals and the Diamondbacks.
You would.
Yep, I would.
Keller was.
I'm gonna roll with the over.
He was it's like I love guys like that when they get frustrated. It's like, what did you think was going to happen when you walked out onto the mound? What, you're not going to lob them in like you always do? I don't really understand. It's like, what's the frustration here? Anyways, Roger up.
I'm going to roll with the over between the Cardinals and the Giants. You look at Woodford's on the mound, and he's not been good. 6.05 ERA, and Briba for the Giants has not been good either. 5.63 ERA. We can get over this in the first 5 innings. The Cardinals 5-0 to that over, following a straight-up loss. Giants 4-0 to the over their last 4 after allowing 2 runs or less in the previous game. 4-0 to the over in Briba's last 4 starts. Yeah, I take the over. Cardinals, Giants.
Why did you do that voice inflection like that? Cardinals.
I don't know.
What is that?
Yeah, I've caught that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been doing it for a long time.
I don't do it all the time.
I've been meaning to ask you what that is. It's like Cardinals, Giants. It's like, I don't know. It's like a bad commercial for baby food or something. Yeah. By Menon. Cardinals, Giants.
Everyone knows it's butter.
Costanza.
It's like knock knock. Who's there? Luzardo.
Braves. Marlins.
I don't do it all the time. It just slips right out. I'm just tired.
I know, but you do it. You like get into this thing. It's like
it's just like it goes away, and then all of a sudden it comes back for like a little bit of a period, and then all of a sudden it disappears again without any warning.
It disappears again for a while, right? And then it just pops back out.
It's back. Did you hear it? Did you hear Rod's Panthers wild pick? It's back.
It's like the McRib.
Limited time only.
I noticed it was back.
Hey, the McRib's back for the first time in 20 years. Yeah. Who cares? Did you hear Rod's voice inflection this morning?
That funny. Mad. Tell you what's today, Tuesday? I'm not on the drive-thru. I'm on the drive-thru tomorrow. Nick Mencken on today. What's up with that hair? Either cut the hair or change the picture. You got a choice. One or the other. Can't have it.
One of these things is not like the other thing.
I had to bring Jay Briggs on to double team him. It's like, what's up with the hair, dude? You either got to change the picture or cut the hair. It's one or the other.
This does not look like the same guy. Are you sure this is the same guy? I'm quite sure it's the same guy.
Man. All right. Go to NBA. 3 games tonight. Hawks, Celtics, Hawks. Chicken Nuggets against the Timberwolves. And Phoenix Suns against the Clippers. Chris. Or Rob. Yeah, it's Chris.
Chris goes.
I wrote the over 220 in Nuggets Timberwolves. I know we needed overtime to get to that number before, but I'm still not still not sold on Denver's defense. I think Minnesota's just going to throw everything at the wall here just to try to extend the series, make it a 6-game series, head back to Minnesota. I just think, like I said, I think 220 is a little bit light here. I think this game gets to mid 220s, 225, 226. So I'm going to go with the over 220, Denver, Minnesota.
And I think that's too. I'm going to take Atlanta plus the points against the Celtics here. Celtics have won a couple games by 13 points, not 13 and a half, where it's up to now. It's just too many points. Boston wins. Atlanta covers.
Jonathan Murray out. Suspended, right?
Yep.
I'll take the Clippers plus the points against the Suns. I just think too many people on the Suns bandwagon here. And the Clippers, they played without Leonard and George plenty this season. I don't love it, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm just hoping it's going to happen. I'm hoping they cover. I hope they cover. Jimmy Buckets. How about the Lakers, man? 2 seconds left to go. LeBron drives into the lane. It's like, he had been passing, and then finally just took it. I think a lot of criticism he's taken, for not taking those shots. But he didn't leave anything to chance. He just drove in.
Yeah, he wasn't taking the chance. He was like, my ball. I'm going to dunk it right in here.
All right. Well, we can do parlays. I'll go with I've given out so many picks and parlays and everything else today. It makes it hard after a while. I guess I'll go the LA Kings on the reverse puck line with the Mariners on the run line with the Marlins. Massive payout. Big money parlay.
I'll go with the over between the Red Sox and the Orioles. I'll go with the Mets on the run line, and the over in the Timberwolves and Nuggets matchup.
I'm going to go with the Atlanta Hawks plus the points. We're going to go the Texas Rangers on the money line, and we'll throw in the over between the Cardinals and the Giants.
Any other picks that you guys didn't get a chance to go over the game that you want to say anything about?
Yeah, I like that you mentioned. I like the over between the Orioles and the Red Sox. That game's gonna be featured a lot on the home run prop video today, so I like that. I like that over. Corey Kluber.
With Kluber getting clobbered. He's definitely getting
He's gonna get Kluber.
Yeah, Kluber. I agree with you in the Dallas game. I think that's a close, tight game. I think first to 2 wins that one. I agree with the under there. If we're sticking that one, definitely. It's going to be a hard hitting. The way the Wild play physical hockey, Dallas is going to get in there playing physical hockey. We're going to see lots of hitting. Wouldn't be surprised if we've seen Ben and Reeves go at it. They've been pushing. Ben's definitely been pushing, ready to go. So wouldn't surprise at some point in this series we see them drop the gloves. That'd be a battle. I'd like to see that. Jimmy, Ben, and Reeves go at it.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. We all have premium picks at the website today. So scoop them up. Use that discount code PICK. Get 15% off. If you don't buy picks, it's not your thing. You want to support what we do, sign up for a sportsbook. I go over this in my 7 free picks, just 5 minutes video, and my Nerfy video. How much you're screwing yourself if you're not shopping lines. I just can't. There's no other way to put it. It's like you might think, oh man, I don't want to do it, the effort or anything like that. You cannot win money over the long haul not shopping lines. You cannot. You're basically starting $11,000 in the hole. 110 bets. You're starting off 0-110 by not shopping lines. I got like so many books. It's like any book that'll have me, I use. I mean, so there's some that don't want my business. They only want recreational players. That means people that lose. That's people that lose. That's what they want. Sorry, we only want people that lose money. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. Make it a winning day.